It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-5. $65-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S. It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome on a beautiful, what is it, Friday?
Friday
all day. Friday all day. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York. I also want to welcome nice Boston, where I heard was minus 12 degrees this morning. Now, let me tell you something. JetBlue flies down here where it's 84 degrees.
It's summer. It is so summer here.
It is so freaking hot. Can you bring some of that cold weather down here and put it in my pool? Because it's very, very warm down here. So come on down. I'll make you a cup of coffee.
I heard the snow. It's just crazy. They're getting snow where they didn't know they ever had snow before. Arizona, 36 inches of snow.
Really? Arizona? There is snow in places.
Insane?
There is snow in places you ain't never going to see. I'm going to tell you something right now. Come on down. It's the reason I left New York.
Because of the snow?
42 years of it. I couldn't take it. No, I'm done with that.
You're done. Teddy is really the hostess with the mostest, because this woman can run our entire production single-handedly and keep me in line. I don't know how you do it. You keep me together, you keep it all rolling, you make coffee, you do it all. She's doing everything. We were on location yesterday at Pure Wave Energy Centers. Amazing set, right? What a great place. I was flying.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why? Flying.
Why? Because she decides to take on all of this stuff, and she was in the parking lot. And
I didn't mean that. You don't have to discuss that part of it.
And she says to me, "I'll talk to you later," and she walks away. and I'm holding like stuff, and I'm like, "Where is she going?" And she just walked. I think you walked to the highway. I don't know where the hell you went.
I had to go find food. Pure Wave is this amazing energy mat and system that helps with blood flow, and we did a show, and everyone sat next to me. You talk about energy healing. Yeah. It works with like a QRS system. They're not magnets, but it's just an energy aligning the ions. Mm-hmm. And everyone next to me on the interview for 2 hours had the system, and it radiates 3 feet out. So it's normally a session's 25 minutes.
Okay.
So I got 2 hours of people next to me. And then after the show, we went and we did another session. And then they put on the goggles because I had a headache. And by the time I was done, the whole place was shaking. In my mind, the whole place was vibrating. And I said to him, I got to go get food. And I think I left.
Now, mind you, I was sitting next to her for over 2 hours. And then I went and I did a session. I said, turn up the juice, because they turned it up. I put the eye goggles, the feet goggles, every goggle you can think of. Nothing happened to me.
Did they do the chakras or anything?
Honey, they did so many
You
shit.
have to try this place out. It's unbelievable.
It's unreal. But then this one, you know, she starts to...
I said, the
she
room
says,
is shaking. I'm shaking.
Something's burning.
I said, I'm vibrating. So then they turned my mat down, right? I'm vibrating. It's not a vibrating mat. So clearly it wasn't vibrating.
We're going to have to put like a disclosure. If you're a dawn, don't go.
And then I said, something's burning. And they all look at me. They go, what's burning? I said,
knew
I
that's it.
smell
We had to
something
go.
burning.
We had to
What
leave.
did it smell like? Hopefully
It
not
was-
like skin or
No, it was some...
Don't encourage
Well, they
the
had a TV
behavior.
projector because they had all these amazing kaleidoscopes on the wall. And he said, nothing's burning. I said, yeah, it is. And they said, oh, it must be the new light bulb. You name it. Talk about opening up your senses. Holy smokes. It was a day, but it was a great day.
So cool.
And there were clients coming in and they were trying the system and they were walking away. I can't say pain-free because we can't make that claim, but discomfort-free. So if you're looking for an alternative to alleviate some of your discomfort all over your body, check it out. You can find them at 1014 Gateway Boulevard in Boynton Beach. Pure Wave Energy Systems on Facebook, and they're going to be with us on Tuesday.
And if you want to short circuit someone you live with,
You're going to short circuit me.
bring them
just send me
down.
over there.
I show you guys. Show my boys how you do it.
So I told my husband. He said, "Oh no, poor Freddie."
I mean, you just walk
Not
away.
poor Dawn. He goes, "Poor Freddie."
Because there was a highway over here, there's a military road over there. I'm like, where's she going?
He said he got a full dose of you, didn't he? I said,
Oh,
yeah. He says, no.
smokes.
He just shook his head. He
People
went,
are
"Oh,
sending
no."
me cigars because they're saying my
wow.
condolences.
Well, you've got cigars, and she's wearing a pregnancy necklace, so all in all, the two of you should just get together.
does not work well together.
We have kids?
No, I have 3 teacup Yorkies.
I have a statue. I have a statue that I got from the Incas in Mexico. Everyone I lent the statue to has had children.
Oh.
You want to borrow it?
I had surgery, so I can't.
You have how many? She
more
has
kids,
many
so
hundreds
thank
of
you.
children that
This
they work
statue
with.
does not care.
Yeah. I actually
I'll
have
borrow
over,
it in 5 years.
I have over
You wanna borrow it?
200
5 years.
kids.
I'll call you Freddie.
Don't stand too close to that chain, honey. I'm gonna tell you right now. I see future. I see kids in your future. All right.
We've got Handy with us, and Handy is from Fort Lauderdale, and they help abused and neglected and disadvantaged youth. Got all
Yes.
that?
And I do have over 200 children, so
Well, you do.
they're good enough. Yeah, my handy children.
Her handy
I have one
children.
sitting right here.
Hi.
So we've got
Now
a full set.
he looks familiar.
Does he? Why do you think?
I know this guy from somewhere. And what is your name?
My name is Rashawn Monteith.
Right, because have you ever done anything at the radio station? You ever been up there, done
Radio
anything?
station, no, I remember Handy gives us a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different
Do
stuff.
you know
so
Leslie Jock?
Probably by face, but not by name. I meet so many people. It's
I
ridiculous
know
at
this
times,
guy
I
from
can't
somewhere.
really
I never
put it down.
forget a face.
Where are
I
you
don't know
from?
name.
I'm originally from Jamaica, Westmoreland to be exact, and I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida a couple months ago, about almost a year. So I've been up here with Handy for a while, about 3 years now, I'm just saying. And I attend Broward College. So with Handy, I remember the last event I did was at the Broward Performing Arts Center, where we got to meet this guy named Quit the Poet, and we generated different poems for ourselves based on childhood memories and everything of that sort. So we get a little glitch of everything.
Excellent. So tell me a little bit about what Handy does.
Oh gosh, well, we do so many different things in the community. We raise dollars to help the kids support with scholarship. We have an after-school program from 3 to 7, which actually Esther could probably fill you in more on that program. But we feed the children. If they need their electric bill taken care of, we pay for their electric. You name it, we do it for the Broward kids. So.
And they're
Yeah.
so well known in the community I
Are
mean,
they
just everything they do.
only the kids in Broward, or do you take them from anywhere in Florida or statewide?
We just focus on Broward, but we do have some West Palm kids and some Miami children as well. But no, what we want to do is we want to open up new locations. So we're going to be focusing on that in the future.
New
in the near
locations in
future.
different counties, or
Yeah,
still
in
for Lauderdale?
Miami and West Palm. So
And you work with about 200 kids.
Yeah, so
About
we have
two-
3 different sites. We have
middle schoolers and high schoolers because we have youth that actually go to
Just
college
tell
that
me
we
what.
still keep in contact with, and we have about 65 of those. So since Handy opened in 1985, we've served at least 1,500 youth.
1,500.
Yes.
That's
And
remarkable.
I bet you that's a
200
drop in
annually, yeah.
drop in a bucket to the kids that need help. I can just imagine.
yeah.
It's really interesting. This has been a real complicated week.
I say
because-
that every week, and every week we say that again.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but the show you put now, I never know who's coming until you get here. So I'm a little surprised. I'm like left out. She knows who's coming in the whole nine. My job is to get it going.
Yep.
But yesterday you put a show together, and we had the future, hopefully, sheriff of West Palm Beach. He's going to come down here because he wants to meet you guys.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he is trying to put together programs, more programs, exactly talking about this yesterday.
Well, we talked about it yesterday, right? We were talking
And with
about
Karen,
we talked about how to keep our youth off the streets, right? How to engage them, because the conversation started because with Amendment 4 passing, right, and giving felons again the right to vote, and then Freddie said, well, once they get out of prison, and then it's getting them back into the workforce, and what happens, right? You get out of prison, you got to get back to work, but what do you know? You only know maybe what you did before that got you in prison.
Yep.
And I said, if we can get to our youth, and we do a lot with Atlantic High School, and we do a lot with kids in Palm Beach County, to keep them off the streets and keep them engaged, which is exactly what Handy does, right? Because we don't want them to get to that point where they go to a life of crime. And what some of the kids tell us is they're selling drugs at the age of 5 and 7 because their
Absolutely.
brother is, their uncle is, their cousin is.
That's what they're
That's
used to.
just the norm for them. So they don't
They
even
get-
know it's wrong.
they get educated.
Yeah.
It's just norm.
They're getting
They do.
educated at early.
Life skills. Even where the fork and the spoon goes, we literally teach them everything and how to dress for an interview, prepare for their, how they do their resume. I mean, it's just the little things that
And
help
you start
them.
with kids at a young age.
Yes,
9 years
nine.
old.
9 years
started
old.
9 years.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
but the thing that Alex Freeman, that I like that he was saying, is that, listen, was I gangster in my youth? Absolutely not. Did I hang out with gangs?
I was.
I had. Well, I had.
I'm gangster right now. No.
I know where you went to middle school.
I know.
But
Yeah.
I had to hang out with gangs because it was the only way to go to school, was you had to
Yeah.
join a gang, right? So the bottom line is, he's talking about talking to you guys and bringing the help through you, because you understand the other side. You understand the reason they do what they do. You understand the reason you get yourself in a position where people have to come and help you, because there's really no other choices. It's either a life of crime.
But
Right?
I mean, even a story that I heard a few months ago, there was this child standing in our kitchen, and I'm like, he's just so beautiful, and he like had a halo over his head. I'm like, what happened to him, Kirk? asked my CEO, and he goes, well, he watched his mother get stabbed numerous times by his father. So his mother's passed, and his father's in jail for the rest of his life. So, how do you treat those kids? So how do we do it? We have a social worker, and we have a teacher, and we have a caseworker in the room when we teach these children. So, if they're studying algebra, and, God forbid, they're thinking about their mother or father, and they go through this emotion, and they throw things, and they're pissed off, what are we going to do? So we try and, home them, take them back in and say, we can help you with this. You just have to really think it out. And that's one of the things he does
Esther, how
over here.
long have you been with Handy?
Only about a year and a half. My brother was actually a book scholarship recipient when I heard about Handy, but I was in college at that time, so I could not get involved with them. So after I was done with college, I came back to Fort Lauderdale. I was able to get involved with Handy. One of the things that we do is some of our kids, even at 14, have lived the life of crime, have actually been arrested for auto theft, for example. So we try and help them along with the juvenile probation officer to get them on a different track. So that's why life skills are so important. And on Thursdays, we really focus on getting them the skills that they need. We're currently working on certification programs so that over the spring break, instead of just going out and having fun, or, I mean, they could learn something that they'll use after high school.
Interesting.
So can I tell you, even like what they do, they're so amazing. We're all of our social workers, but when the children graduate, we take them to the college and we are their family and we make their bed for them. And it's just, it's so strong. It's such a good message to send to the kids and help them out.
How did you end up working with Handy, Rashawn?
Well, I am still in Handy.
I
still a
know.
product of Handy. I just have to speak a little bit and give them thanks because I was a recipient of a leadership certification for the Broward Foundation, and with that I got to graduate with even an additional cord. I believe it was red, black, and white. But with that, it gave me some type of sense of leadership, and I was already involved in different groups like the Kappa Leadership Development League of Pompano Beach, and with that, it gave me just a little more oomph of what I needed to, carry out. And even with my position now at Broward College, I am a assistant to my boss, and that gives me the directions of how to treat my associates properly and with all that.
And what do you want to do with your future?
With my future, I want to do so much.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know what exactly I want to be, but right now in the train of thought, I think I want to open up my own nonprofit organization. So right now I'm doing my associates at Broward College, and eventually I want to move on to a university, pursuing my bachelor's in social work, and eventually getting my master's because they keep on boosting me about getting a master's in student affairs because I enjoy what I do and I love the part about being genuine. In the field of just caseworkers and everything of that sort, I got the feeling that not everybody loved doing their job. They just do it because, guess what? The cycle of life. You have to get a job, you have to move out, you have to live your life, pay your bills. And for me, it's more of people being genuine. For me, I didn't get all that genuine love that I wanted, and Handy gives me that. And for that, I want to embark on something that will, give others the same sense that I feel, okay, Handy's where it's at.
How did you get involved with Handy?
I got involved with Handy through my church choir director. She was a board of director at Handy at the time. Her name was Dr. Carolyn Stewart. And at the time I was having a very dark phase of life, and I was just going through some stuff, and she recommended me to Handy. At first I got there, I was just like, oh, all these people are trying to be nice because they're just doing their job because that's what I'm used to. But when I got in the program and got to know people and with the life skills and how to cook properly, how to clean your room properly, not just leaving water bottles at the edge of the bed and everything of that sort. And with all that, it kind of made me into the person I am today.
And you were already in high school, right? 3 years ago.
I graduated high school.
But when you started with them,
I started at exactly 15, I believe.
So you're at that age. Not that any age is easy, but probably 9-year-old is probably easier than getting a student at 15, right? Because you can help form at 9, and you're in those formative years by 15. You're thinking, I got this. I know everything. Been there, done that. Definitely. And you come, just not you, but hey, I've got grown kids too. I kind of know more than you know, right? And here you are trying to not break habits, but change them, redirect habits. You have to have a whole nother different staff to do that than those with 9-year-olds, right?
Absolutely.
Different training.
Yes.
Because at 15, so many of them have been through so much already that damage is basically irreversible. So we have to try and lay new foundation to teach them, hey, things are going to be okay, and we absolutely love you, and we're going to help you get wherever you want to go.
And they don't live there. They don't live at Handy. So
No.
then you have this whole connect.
Have to go back
They
home.
have to come back. They have to go back home. And so you're teaching one thing, and they're back in life at home with something else.
Absolutely.
Unlike like Jafco has
Well,
the village where they live.
But we also we find them homing as well.
They
So
have
Okay.
to relocate.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, you touched on a very vital part of selling gangs was always that there's a home. Like, you're not appreciated or loved at home.
Right.
And that's been the theme all week, is that you got to learn how to love yourself so you can recognize what's going on in your home. And you're absolutely right, because you got to cope with your scars.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have scars and you can't overcome the scars. You got to learn how to cope with it. So I wanted to again, getting back to what the sheriff was saying. He wanted to bring in a platform that dealt with gang members that changed their life to go and talk to youths because they have learned how to cope with their scars. And again, it's not changing you because that pain is always going to be there.
Absolutely.
Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I have this job.
Right.
So,
How did you end up at Handy?
Oh my gosh.
She briefly told me, and then we had a full set. And
yeah.
we never got to the end of the story.
So I've been in the non-sector nonprofit, I think like 15 years. I started 5 months ago because a good friend, Moss Construction, really wanted me to get this position because he knew my past and how much I love children. So that's really why I'm here.
And you brought Allie with you.
And I brought Allie with me. We were at Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. I was there for 8 years and she was there for 3.
And Allie
So-
does what for the foundation?
I'm a development manager, so I work a lot on the fundraising side, the events. Jen and I work hand in hand, basically planning all these events, bringing money to the organization to make sure that we can fund these programs for the children.
Freddie,
So,
this is their
for our
calendar
youth,
Yeah.
for, our
for
amazing
2019. This is what they gave me.
So
A
we
few
raise,
pages.
yeah.
And she
we
says,
raise
oh, wait,
over
it's not in order.
$3 million. So it's a lot of money that we have to raise, but we also use government grants and foundation grants. So that's a big part of it. But just on our events and general contribution, we raise over $1 million.
I think that the more people understand what you do and how you do it, the more they're comfortable saying, okay, I want to help out, whether it's donating money, time, energy, whatever it is. Social worker, right?
Esther is the social worker.
Who's the social
I'm the
worker?
chief development officer.
Okay.
I run the fundraising. So
We're on the
social-
development.
she's
So
a-
you're
yeah.
the social worker.
I am.
Okay. I have a little experience with social workers because it seems to always be in my life, including my sister and everybody else down the line. Social workers are a different breed of person
Absolutely.
because you look at it always from their eyes, as my sister used to tell me. And she always says to me, Freddie, you don't understand. But I do understand. But I used to throw curveballs at her because I wanted to make sure she understood. Anyway, it's a complicated story. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, social work. I've been in social work since 2011. I started my internship in
What
New
is she,
York.
12?
I swear I'm not 20.
You're not even 20.
I'm 30 years old. I just turned
She just
30.
had her birthday.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, really?
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
party.
Holy
Beautiful
smokes.
skin.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And beautiful smile. And you said that your brother was the recipient of,
Of
this,
the book
a
scholarship. So he came after the.
What is
earthquake.
what is the book scholarship?
Handy Book Scholarship gives out $500 every semester, except in the summer, to youth that attend college. So they're able to use it in the bookstore towards anything. So let's say for the day, they're hungry and they don't have any money, which we know college students, rarely do. They can go into the bookstore and get a snack and get something to drink other than the books that they're purchasing for classes.
So they could use it for whatever they want to use it for.
Absolutely.
And one person gets the 500, or is it individual? How do you break out? Is it a one-time deal?
They're able to apply once a year, and we
Okay.
typically open it in April. We get the award letters out by June. So last year we gave out 25 scholarships on top of what we were giving before.
Wow.
So we're always opening it up to youth in the community that actually need the help.
And how old was your brother when he started with Handy?
My brother was 16. Yeah, he came right after the earthquake in Haiti. So we needed that extra help because my sister and I were already in college. So Handy was taking on all the youth that came after that was displaced, basically. We don't only help foster care youth, but also youth that are displaced at some point in their lives. So that's how he got involved.
Wow.
It always comes back to that same story, right?
It
when
does.
we met JJ.
But yes, JJ is the one that started all this. But the funny thing about this is that I guess my next question is, where do you go? What are you planning to do to expose and let people know more? I guess the
They're
object
here.
of the game is, well, they're here, but you want to expose. I mean, I didn't know Handy. I'm being very
Yeah.
honest.
So
And I met you, and I still don't know Handy.
So
Yeah.
we actually just hired a PR company that has been doing amazing things for us. We were in the Sun Sentinel last week for, what was it called?
The construction work, the employability month that we did with DPR Construction.
So we had a whole spread, but we have a lot of events that are coming up. And we plan to have a lot of media and PR and hopefully some celebrities to throw into the mix
Very
where
nice.
the heat is involved. I mean, that's my job. I have to
We're really got to
all
get out
these
there and
people
network
here
and bring people,
get
bring
them.
the awareness because,
Right.
like you said, it's a small organization, and we need to bring awareness to
Well, you guys
the
are doing
things that we're doing.
You're
And-
connecting a lot of dots here, small
Yeah.
or not. I mean, it's amazing. The schedule here looks like an encyclopedia of where they're going to be going, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we have a lot of networking events. We do have a lot of programs for the children, a lot of events for the children, as well as for the community. So we do a lot of free networking events to bring awareness, and then we have our lunchbox events where we can bring people to our headquarters, downtown Fort Lauderdale, and we serve lunch. We talk about Handy. The youth talk about their stories. So really make that connection for the community, and then we have 4 major special events throughout the year.
So
And-
if somebody wanted to go to headquarters to find out more information, can they do that?
Of course.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
where is that located? Where's the headquarters located?
That's right downtown Fort Lauderdale on US Federal, right off of Broward.
Yep.
What's our
Federal
address?
and
It's
Still learning our address.
501 Northeast 8th
What's the address? Somebody
Street.
pull out
It's
a card.
501 Northeast 8th Street in Fort
In
Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
I'm going to be down there tomorrow.
We're right behind the
should.
whole enchilada, so you could grab lunch, come by, see us.
Oh, I know
it's in
exactly
the-
where you are then.
We want to give you a tour because we have so many great things. We
And
have
our-
the Best Buy Tech Center that actually is open to the community. So
Maybe we do a show on
Our
it.
we have
case
so many-
managers
you
are
can
over
actually
there.
probably
Like to
do
do a
that.
show?
We have a green
Administrative staff.
screen. We have a 3D printing machine. Gosh, we have so many great
And they're
things. there,
literally
so.
around the corner from Burger Stop.
Oh, we're going to be there next week.
Oh, yeah. And the Best Buy Teen Tech Center, it's open to our youth, but it's also open to the community. So we're trying to get out there. That team that's coordinating that tech center is also trying to get the community in with other youth from different schools in Broward County, et cetera.
That's
So-
interesting because you know Atlantic Avenue and everything, Atlanta High School, you can get them involved. I mean, you have about 20 organizations that can.
You know, you think about what you know about Palm Beach County, Broward County, where you told me you grew up.
Yep.
It's very similar. It's very diverse. And after Hurricane Andrew and after the hurricane in Haiti, the earthquake in Haiti, everything kind of moved to South Florida, and Miami moved to Fort Lauderdale, and Fort Lauderdale moved up north. So everything has sort of just shifted and moved.
I lived in Fort Lauderdale
When? Yes, you did actually.
for 5-6 years.
So you're
almost.
right near them as well.
Like 12.
You're
Yeah.
right over the
Right
same
by the
area.
water with that red door, whatever the name of that place in
Elizabeth
that
Arden
mall.
Red Door at the
Right
Galleria.
across, I used to be able to see
Door
it.
as well.
We have a red door. That's
Maybe-
our thing.
I know exactly
Yeah.
where you are.
Walk through
When
the
you
There's
red
walk
door.
through the
There's
red
a-
door.
There's a Starbucks not too far from wherever
Absolutely.
Right on
Yes,
Broward.
I did.
It's right on Broward,
you are.
yeah.
That was my office. I used to hang out there
Definitely
when
come
I did
by. You guys would
Granite.
love
Yeah.
it.
And we're huggers. Whenever you want,
It's
gotta
a big
hug.
family. So
Family
once you
thing.
come in through the doors, we're not.
And it's a very important part of your message, you know, because
Yeah.
it isn't about saying you love people. It's about feeling it, you know.
And there's no
Absolutely.
judgment when you walk in there because we've all gone through something.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's important.
Unbelievable. Right
Teddy,
down
do you know how to go to commercial? I do. All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Teddy's mom, if you're watching, she's rocking today.
And you should be here to watch her.
Stay tuned. More information from Handy coming up, and we will be right back.
Right back.
Canna. No need to keep inventory or sit in an office. With 2 simple sachets a day, you'll receive your daily dose of coffee, CBD, and an appetite suppressant. Contact Bev today at 954-612-1271 or visit their website hempshopstore.com. Drink and drop.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard. and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Do you know that vegan food tastes great? Let me show you how I can make vegan, vegetarian, healthy food taste delicious. For more information, contact Chef Zelicious at 561-629-0593. We've made guest appearances on Fox 29 News, CBS 12, PBS, and more. Let my dishes speak for themselves so that you can enjoy healthy eating again. You can follow me on Twitter at Zainab73 and on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Zelicious. That's ChefZelicious. Let's get healthy again. Woo!
And we're back.
back.
And look who's here, Mr.
Dylan, can you help Teddy out?
Oh, what's up? What's up, Dylan? How you doing? What's going on?
Mr. Dylan.
What's happening? How's everything?
How's that? Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm all in. You got the paper with you? I'll sign it right now.
I don't have it with me, but I can email it to you.
Yes, our youth would love this.
I mean, the bottom line is that we do.
I love that she talks about youth. You're about 19 and you're about 15. I mean, look at them.
They're almost 26.
Wow. She's going to have children when she's 30.
Yeah, 30. I have a few more years.
She's the same age as our kids. Are you like, but I guess it's true. Like my daughter, your kids are 22 and 28. Right? You know
they always say that I'm
well,
her mother.
Or a sister.
Yeah,
she
no,
likes
they say,
to say she's my mother.
Is that your mom?
I'm like, you're younger than my daughter. You're almost 25. She's almost 27.
Yeah.
But it's such an amazing, you know what else they do? They have prom. Can you tell me about prom? That is what I think everyone knows about Handy's.
Allie is running the prom, and I'll let her
prom
take this
night
one.
is one of our young professional events that our Next Gen executive board they put together. So basically, we're doing it at the Pier 66 at the pier top, the 360 with all the glass. You can see the city and everything, beautiful views. We're doing that April 27th, and so what we do is we have 10 guys and 10 girls that are young, philanthropic in the community, young leaders, and are really doing well in their professional lives. They're committed to raising $5,000 or more for Handy in all of our programs.
My brother's one of them.
And Emmanuel is actually, he's on the prom court. He's an employee of High Power, and he's one of our top fundraisers right now, actually, doing an amazing job.
He's an accountant. He knows how to count the pennies.
He went right to his marketing group and got all of the funds coming in. So they're fundraising until April 26th.
So the prom is part of a fundraising event? Is that what I'm understanding?
It's an adult prom, so we all dress up in beautiful gowns and we party.
It's more of like we're getting the community together and everybody dresses up. Yeah,
Are you going to have a prom queen and a prom king?
Yeah. So whoever
they still do that?
Yeah, whoever raises the most money will be crowned queen and king.
Really?
You can actually go online and go to handyinc.org, and you can go
check out all of
our
our events.
prom, and you can check out all of our events. They're all listed, organized. We just did this. We upgraded our website.
A lot of hard work.
But we have all the prom court individuals on the site, so you can go and see all of them.
Some really amazing individuals, really hard workers, and they from a lot of different and amazing industries. So, and we're kind of doing a vibe, like a party vibe. We're going to have the lounge chairs if you get, or the lounge booths. So if you get a VIP table, you'll get bottle service, and it's going to be a whole night full of fun.
Now, how did you get involved with this whole thing?
Well, I actually got involved with Handy because of Jen. Jen has been my mentor since I graduated UCF, started at Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and she's basically, we worked together, and she guided me through everything, and she kind of was like, you know, I have this opportunity. She's amazing. We work so amazing together.
Yeah.
And
you've been there 3 years, you said?
I've been with Handy for about since September.
Just a couple months.
Yeah.
Oh, you
She's
just
been with them a
started.
couple
And
years.
Yeah.
I just started in September too, 5 months.
So we were a team
Yeah.
that couldn't break up, and she
Wow.
introduced me to Kirk
I'm
Brown, our
impressed.
CEO, and I heard about all of the stories and all of the things going on at Handy, and I was like, I can't pass up this opportunity.
You know who would love to get involved with them?
And I can't leave Jen.
Bobby
Inseparable.
Jackson
Well, I have
and the fighters.
Well, I have an idea because one of the things we were going to announce. I mean, the group, the producers that did the show yesterday did really good
They
job.
did a great job.
I gotta tell you, there were challenges yesterday on a production we had to do. What we do is we take our production on the road and we do the show to the radio and everything else from the road. It's 10 years worth of us putting this thing together, and we are now able to do it anywhere in the country. Not only at Beasley, which we
That's
love,
amazing, yeah.
any radio station, any TV station, we can zoom in now in real time, which has always been the challenge. But I'm thinking, because you guys are growing in leaps and bounds, you put
Oh, yeah.
together
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
own production team.
Yeah.
We are getting a new building soon, and the building will probably be like 14,000 square feet. It's going to be doubling our space.
Wow.
So we're going to be filling in all of those rooms with amazing things for the kids. And yes, we are growing in leaps and bounds.
I love that.
Yeah, that's my goal is, like I said, I want to get it in the metro area. I want to have 3 locations, and I want to take care of all the children in our South Florida.
I mean,
so.
you're really a win-win for the community because you talk about young people, your generation connecting with others, right? And how do they connect? They connect on social media, and then you never go face to face. You're not meeting like-minded people. And you've got these networking events for young professionals, not only to meet each other and to work together, but then to give back to the youth, right? So now you're engaged in the community. You're meeting people that have similar interests. I'm going to connect with my daughter because they live 3 buildings away from each other.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm going to come knock on your door tomorrow night when I go down to Pat Village. But, that's one thing you hear is people, they go to work, young professionals, they work and work. They come home, they eat, they walk their dog, and they get up and go to work the next morning.
Yep.
There's no place to connect.
Maybe have a cocktail.
Right? And this,
Or 2.
Yeah, depending on the day.
Or 3.
look at the Scholars Breakfast
You
for
don't have
dinner
to be a
that you're
child.
doing.
That's
Do
true.
that.
And
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
so
right
our
about
Scholars
that.
Breakfast kickoff on February
Breakfast for dinner.
27th.
I love that.
It's open to the community. It's also at Pier 66. They're one of our major sponsors that help Handy enormously.
They
and
funds, they are paying for
underwrite
everything.
A lot
How
of our
great is
things
that?
for
Well,
us.
I mean, you
Amazing.
got all,
and that's just
you
a
got all the
kickoff for
tools.
one of our major events.
So you got all the tools, and then you have the numbers because you have a number of kids that come forward and they want to learn. They want to pick and have choice. We talked about this morning.
Yeah.
What a life when you can get up and have a choice. When you
So
have a
important.
choice and you can pick where you want to be and what you want to do based on your own merits.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
It's believing in the dream, and that's what we promote.
I love
if
that.
they,
if
they
you ask
are
Rashawn
able to be
that-
whatever they want to be. I mean, they should.
Outstanding.
And I
They
want to
want-
ask you, to your point, Freddie, on choice. Have your choices opened up now that you've with Handy?
I mean, definitely yes. I mean, Andy definitely chose me of everyone else to be a little bit more open-minded to the world. For Esther over there, she tells me, "Oh, Rashawn, what do you want to be?" Like, she doesn't have me make a final decision, but she still tells me, "You can be whatever you want to be. You just have to do this, 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 this."
You can be whatever you want to be within the parameter
And
of.
yes, so
She cracks her whip.
there you go.
Look at her with a smile
So,
and a laugh.
There is no limit. There's just, guess what? You just have to do
Discipline.
something. As long as it's the right thing that you're doing, you can never go wrong.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that it's a business. Life is a business. Getting married is a business.
Yes, it
And I
is.
tell my 2 boys, they got married. I says, okay, you just entered the whole new deal. And one of them just had a baby. And you know what? My son finally said to me, I get it. Now I understand what you meant. It ain't all about me no more. That's right. It's not. But she's actually preparing you to have that list of things you got to do.
Correct.
But I'm going to tell you, I will have a resume because the more I hear you, and I've been doing this over 20 years, the more I hear you, you got a future just in basing what you want to say and how you say it because you come across clear.
Thank you.
And it's trusting. And that is a very difficult part of our business. You have to be real. And it isn't me saying it, it's them saying it. So you should put down your resume. When we put together, invite them up and we do a Millennium Piece. I would love to see an outsider come in with this group and see how it works out. Because I want to raise the awareness on our producers. I want them to do their own shows. I want them to do things. exactly like you have in stores, right? You go to different places, different businesses, promote the business and how they work and relate, and then you bring in 10 more businesses at that shoot.
Yeah,
it makes your whole life a whole lot easier.
24/7. This mind does not stop.
I can hear the noise.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so let's get some phone numbers.
Yes. And how you can reach out to Handy. Yes, what's the best way for people to find you, for the information, to get involved? I love the networking for the younger generation.
Yeah, you can go to www.handyinc.org, or you can call Jenny Buchanan at 954-778-9177.
And stop by.
Stop by?
Yes. Our doors are
Take a tour?
always open.
Are they
You can take a tour?
Not at night, but
9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our doors are open, and our main line is 954-522-2911.
And what time do the kids normally start coming in?
around 3.
Yes.
3, 4,
Yeah.
4 to 7, right?
And they stay until 7, yes. And
For
then
me, it
we
just
give
kinda
them
dropped
snacks, we do tutoring or life skills, and then we take them home afterwards.
And that's what we love about going to work. We get to see the youth, and we get to see the impact that is going on. So it's pretty amazing, and
Yeah,
they're
we're
just
close
all
with them.
like Jen said. They have these halos over their heads, and just
They
beautiful.
peek their heads in and say, "Hey, Miss Jenny,
Oh,
how
yeah.
you
That
doing?"
was just me.
I know.
That was him
So for me,
yesterday.
I recently got a promotion from my job. So, I was a office clerk, and now I'm a lead assistant to my boss. And the first thing I did
He
was that I
ran
drove
to
my car
Handy.
and I drove right over to Handy, and I was like, "Hey guys, so I got your promotion,
Yeah.
and
He's so
that's my
excited. It's
first
so
family.
wonderful.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a family, but it's not a family that I can say, "Hey, this is my family." But
Yeah.
Handy's somebody. For me, Handy's somebody. It's not an organization, it's somebody. These are people I can run to. I can call them at probably 2 o'clock. They'll say like, "Hey, why are you calling me?"
Yeah.
How do your
They'll give you
friends
run
feel
assistance.
about what's happening to you right now?
Well, for me, I'm not a person who keep very close relation to friends and people. So for me, I don't really identify people as friends to me. It's either that you're my mom, so like in my church, I only hang out with probably the old ladies in there, so I have all these church
Well, how do
moms.
they feel? How do the old lady, how does church feel about what's happening to you right now?
Church, they feel amazing. I mean, they empower me from day to day. They call me 24/7. They never stop, and they keep on
I can
encouraging
imagine.
me and tell me, you're a great person. Despite what happened to you, don't worry about that. Just forget about all that, although you can't, and just choose a path and stay on it. And no matter what, just don't give up.
Excellent.
And that's the amazing thing. And we talk about the kids with autism, that they truly are some of the most chosen special children, right?
They
Because
are.
they think on a level that we can't catch up to them.
Yeah.
And we said the other day, they don't catch up to us. We need to catch up
We
to
need to
them.
understand them.
And I
Yeah.
think those that you work with in Handy and that our community works with, you guys are the chosen ones, because not only have you found your niche with different community organizations like Handy, you grow and then you give back. You don't take it and leave. You don't take any of it for granted. So it's changed you. And with that pebble, and we talk about all the time, when that pebble grows, you give back, and you're just going to help one after another. And hopefully we change the generation, because that's what we talked about yesterday.
Well, it's an accomplishment to what you do, because these children belong to other people.
They do.
So when I was coaching until the 12th, my son was 12, and I was out of the system, and I stayed to continue to coach for 20 more years. And they would say to me, "Santori, why are you coaching? Your kids are done." I says, "But I'm not done,
Yeah.
because I wasn't here to coach just my kid. I was here to coach." And I signed Major League Ball players. I pushed and pushed until I left New York. So it's an accomplishment to what you guys do, especially you, because of your age.
Yeah.
So it just makes me feel, something, America still has a future here, because it's not always about this way, sometimes it's about that way.
Yeah.
And what you guys are doing and bringing joy to our set today,
Yeah.
Thank
you.
it's an amazing feeling. I mean, this is what the Brooklyn
I
Cafe
wasn't
is all
always
about.
this way.
she has
It took a long time to get here, but it's been
But you're
over
here.
15 years, and I am here, and I'm
But
here
you're
to stay.
That's right. And you're
Yes.
here, and you know something? Everybody has a journey, and
Yes.
sometimes journeys are what make you
Yeah.
who you are today. So, welcome home, as they
This
say.
is my best journey yet.
There you go.
All right, these are from us to you. We call these our hope hearts.
Yes.
And these are for every time you need to physically hold hope in your hand, because sometimes you need to see it before you believe it. And they travel, so you'll get them. There's a number on each one. And we always say the heart chooses you. You go to brooklyncafe.tv, you register your hope heart. And when you find someone that needs it and you're ready to move it on, then they go on and they move it. And it's really to see how far we can spread hope and love worldwide.
And there'll be
Beautiful.
there's actually a map that we're putting up, so the
Just pass it
numbers
around.
are going to be all over the
so
world,
cute.
and you get to see it. But you know something, sometimes you
Cute.
keep that in your wallet or on your purse, and there's a constant reminder
Yeah.
that,
You guys are amazing.
that
And
we
we
have.
say,
Love
and
this.
they all
Thank
say
you.
something different, and we don't know what they say.
Aw.
What did you get?
You are enough. I so needed that today.
15 years, and
Strong.
your
Let's
journey,
give one to Esther.
after
My
15
God.
years, your journey has actually answered her.
Rashawn got to be true to you. I got the chills.
And isn't that the message that she tells you, right? Do this, do this, do this, and be true to you.
Yeah.
There you go. You got
There
it.
you go. And
Allie?
yours says?
Strong.
Which
True
you
that.
are. That
Thank
needs,
you.
that needs no
If yours
explanation.
says
You
smile
are
or laugh, I'm out.
I'm running at it. What's yours say?
It says dare to be authentic.
Yes, that's perfect.
And isn't
That's
that a
good for you.
reminder of exactly who you are?
Absolutely.
Sums it up. And your journey of 15 years is in your hands right now.
Yes, it is.
And there it is.
My heart.
And tell us about your
Character.
necklace.
Oh, well, actually, it is like a little chime. So when you walk, it kind of rattles. But it's actually for a pregnant woman, and it's a meditation ball for your child that it protects and sings to the child while they're in the womb. You can get it on Amazon. I love
And
Amazon.
why do you wear that?
I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe in mind, body, soul connection, and to give back, obviously, what I do in my life.
Right.
But I try and help people everywhere.
So you constantly every day give birth.
Every day is a new day. I wake up and I take a shower and I wash all yesterday off, and I look in the mirror and
Starting
I
new.
tell myself how great I am.
It's a good-
Because you have to.
Why not?
You have to love
Exactly.
yourself first.
That's right. That's where it all starts.
Back to
Yeah.
self-love.
Motivated.
It's
yeah.
been that kind of week.
It has been that kind of week, right? Because if you don't love yourself,
Yeah, how's
How
that?
you
How's
gonna
that?
love
Love
somebody
you?
else?
right?
Right?
And what you all do, you truly have to
Yes.
look in the mirror and love yourself every day to be able to give back to all the kids you give back to, and for them to wake up every day, like Rashawn and all of the other friends that
Yeah.
you work with. These are your friends and family. And to be able to share the experience, you have to love yourself now to continue to walk the path that you choose.
Definitely, yes.
And just amazing.
It
Let's
is.
give out the information again.
A handy website, handyinc.org. There's everything on there, our contact information and our schedule of events and our life program, pretty much everything, even our staff. We're putting our staff pictures up there soon. We're working on that. So.
And they're going to join us at the Brooklyn Cafe on Ice.
Oh, very nice. Well, we're
yeah,
going to be
put
going down
that
to
on
meet
our
you guys.
website as
Thank
well.
you
We
so
put
much
That's
for
gonna
Listen,
go
being
on
and
the
I'm
website.
serious. If you send me that, I sign up. I'm ready to go.
I
We
will
could-
send that over to you.
I'll take my crew down there. We'll put a team together. We'll have you
That'll
guys
be
up and going.
awesome.
You do your own productions and everything else, and you invite people in. It could be a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice is March 23rd at BB&T Center, and it is a real Panthers game when the Florida Panthers play the Boston Bruins at 7 o'clock. 5:30 we are doing a party, a live show up in the Chairman's Club. Every ticket includes admission, parking, coming up to the Chairman's Club for the party, and then a free slap shot on the ice. We all get to go down and get a chance to get
And
it
there
into
is
the
no
goal.
goalie.
And there is no goalie, right? So it is
you'll make it.
truly, you get to make it, and you don't have to worry about putting on skates because they put a red carpet out. You walk down in your shoes. You don't have to worry about skates or anything. They are incredibly generous, and every ticket purchased through the Groupmatics link provided by the Panthers goes back to one of these amazing foundations that we are working with.
That you pick.
Very simple. All you have to do is type in Handy or Light It Up Green for MD or MDA or Sparkle of Life. One of the foundations that is part of our promos, and we're going to add Handy to the next promo. Send it out to your contacts, send it out to your email, blast it out on your website, because the more tickets that you sell, the more the Panthers give back to you. It is directly from the Panthers to the foundations. We have no involvement except to have some fun and give back and to bring awareness to the community.
And all the foundations that come, you're gonna have an opportunity to talk to the Panthers, to do events of your own, okay, that you can actually do, and they sit down with you. I mean, they're the best. And this
yeah,
is
we
our
have a
third
relationship with them.
Excellent.
Yeah, a very good relationship.
And this is our third event that we've done with them. And all of a sudden, ever since I started dealing with the Panthers, I got a letter from the Miami Dolphins yesterday.
Did you?
Oh.
I get
How
to
fun.
pick my seats and tickets and everything else. and they want me to come down there to meet with them. I have no idea who
Oh, I'll
put that.
fill you all about that.
Wait, is that what you?
I'll fill you.
I knew
new
something.
surprise
I'm
today.
shocked. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I forgot to bring it up yesterday, but it came, and I love the Dolphins.
I'll pick it on how that one
But if you
works.
look
Don't be
behind me,
Welcome to South Florida.
That's right. You're
I'm a
from-
Jets
He's
fan,
a Jets
baby.
fan all the way.
I'm a Jets fan all the way, but I will go and root for the other team. I mean, for the Dolphins.
So funny. Thank you all for joining us. I
you so
can't
much.
wait to hopefully do a shoot down at Handy. We can do it on
Yes,
location
please.
and
Could
do
be
the whole
fun.
event and engage the kids that work in your Best Buy Tech Center.
Yes, ma'am.
With them and really bring more awareness to
Well-
what's going on.
We'll see what we can do down there, and whatever we can do to help. You have a home here, Don't
Thank you
hesitate
all
Thank
to
you
come.
so much for
Our
having us.
door is
We're
always
here.
open.
Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 and 2. We'll see you in a few.
Thank you.
All right.
You have been removed from the conference.
This is Gab 2, the Gab Radio Network.
$1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Listen for Invite Health with Jerry Hickey and Amanda Williams, weekday mornings at 9. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
People who frequently consume green leafy vegetables tend to have better memories as they age. Green leafy vegetables, they're good for your brain and memory and also your heart. And getting your greens has never been easier with Smart Serve from Invite Health. Every serving supplies 14 kale leaves, 4 spinach leaves, and a broccoli floret. All farm fresh green leafy vegetables. Smart Serve is organic, non-GMO, sustainable, and vegan. It's never been sprayed with anything. If you don't have time to go from the farm to the table, Smart Serve is from the farm to the capsule. Take advantage of this special offer from Invite Health. Buy 1 bottle of Smart Serve for $19.95 risk-free. Double up and get free shipping. The regular retail is $52.95. For Smart Serve, call 800-463-7575. That's 800-463-7575. You can also visit an Invite Health location or go to invitehealth.com. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
You can become independently healthy, and I'll tell you how. Dr. Bob Martin here. If you want to feel, function, and perform the very best you can, please tune in and call into my show Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, part 2 of a beautiful 84 degrees weather in beautiful
You just don't play
South
nice,
Florida.
do you?
If you are up north and you're freezing everything off, come on down, have a cup of coffee. Say hello.
Oh, we didn't give them any coffee.
I got coffee.
We forgot to give the handy
Oh, we gotta
kids
give Handy
coffee.
Dylan, take some bags and give it to them.
Chase them down to the parking lot.
My sister Mimi, I love you, honey. A little warm down here. She didn't go to work today.
Really?
It was so freaking cold.
And it's so warm down here, I had to put Freon in my air conditioning.
You had the Freon?
I had to put Freon in it. That's how warm it is here.
Do you know how you avoid that problem? I'm not going to tell you because you're not going to believe me anyway.
Tell me.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
You take a hose and a little spray bottle of soap and you clean the condenser on your AC. And if you do that at least twice a year, the Freon stays in.
We do that, but apparently I've had to fill it with Freon twice a year.
Wait a minute, you don't do that. You
What
take
about
a
your
hose.
car or your
No,
house?
at my house. No, I don't. The air conditioning people do.
Yeah, well, they air conditioning people do.
I don't fill it with Freon.
You know, a wink, a wink, a wink. Believe it or not.
Thank you, Dylan.
He comes in and sprays himself. He says, boy, I had to clean that up. Not an ounce of water ever hit that.
Pretty much. It's probably true.
Anyway, caring is sharing. So if you're watching today's show, please share it out. I want to make an announcement as we go on. We are moving on to Apple TV channel. Okay, the Brooklyn Cafe. Yeah, I'm going to put it out there. It's going to do because I was told not an OTT platform. Been doing this longer than all you people. I know I can spell OTT backwards if I have to.
TTO?
That's right, but we are doing, you're pretty good. Amazon Fire, we're doing Roku, we're doing the whole 9 yards as an addition of all the other 35
Dylan, don't
platforms.
eat those. They're horse treats.
Those are horse
Oh, my
treats.
God.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
We have them coming on, they're coming on Tuesday to pick
There's
those
cookies
up.
and popcorn, Dylan. Don't eat
There's
those.
cookies, popcorns, there's everything around.
Put a sign on them or something.
I think they
No,
wrote
I
on
wanted
it,
to
do
see
not.
who's gonna eat 'em.
I think it says do not eat.
Okay.
That's why he's going for him.
I mean, they just see
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe
they're
TV.
just plants, and it's no big deal if you eat them. You won't, whatever. But anyway, so we are going to be doing that. If you want your company to get involved with us on remote, give us a call. We got our staff yesterday did a fantastic job. I think we're ready to let them loose.
Let
them loose.
them loose.
Let them loose because if
I
you are,
you said to Teddy, you go, Teddy, who do you want on your team? She went through 6 people. He says, you can't take them all.
I know, you got to leave somebody behind. But, you know, we can actually put you on the show. On this show, we can put you on radio, not radio, whatever you want, right from your location.
I have a question for Gio, our executive producer. How do I bring in someone from South America?
They call. I got the answer.
Did you?
Yeah. They're going to use Skype phone call.
Because Elite Foundation, we are working with them, and they're part of our BB&T Center event on the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice. Their first book, Invincible, has 15 authors. They have 4 confirmed that are going to join us.
Yes, and you use Skype
Wow.
Just to call, and you use what we give you, a remix piece in this.
That's
measured
all
out.
different authors in the one book?
These are all different authors in one book, and they're
That's
actually putting out another book that they're looking for authors. And
That's
this
awesome.
is to fight human trafficking. So those of you
Oh,
that say
wow.
I talk about human trafficking,
Yeah.
we are to fight human trafficking because Florida is number 2 in
Yep.
the country on human trafficking.
Now, did you see what's in the news going on?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what happened?
Yes.
It's over, and now I'm
Jupiter
hearing,
and Palm Beach.
what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is over 250 arrests.
Right.
People
Imagine
doing
how
this.
many are out there that haven't been arrested yet.
And they're gonna get them all, you know. And it's
I
about
hope so.
trafficking, it's about
I hope so.
massaging, prostitution, the whole nine.
Yeah.
10 to 15 men, the court women saying 10 to 15 men that were forced to do sex acts to.
Yeah.
So all that cars are crumbling
day.
and coming down, and that's what this is about. Now the other book there talks about
Fearless. I'm
About-
taking this home this weekend to read.
about movies.
Oh, well, it talks about the theme of movies and how women in business and how women empower themselves. And sometimes I guess we relate to things through movies like Legally Blonde. Sometimes we're the softer side of business. It doesn't mean we do it wrongly. We just do it differently than men. So we come in, we tell me I hug trees, but we get the same thing done. It's just the
Right.
softer side of business. And
It'll
it's
be interesting to see what happens in Congress now.
right to love you and to be authentic to who you are. And as a woman in business, be a woman in business. Don't be a man in business.
Yeah,
be
when,
who you
when
are.
I was coaching, I used to always go. I even did it the other day to talk to younger minds. I have always used themes from movies, always. And I saw Dangerous Minds because I had this whole thing planned for Monday, which I never did. Because sometimes you need to relate your message to younger minds and understand what they're going through. So that book talks about all these movies and how they use it to communicate. And then all week you bombard me with all of these
Bombard
stories
you.
and organizations.
I'm telling you, how things fall into place. And
I mean,
how
today's
themes
no
grow.
exception.
Give us a call to be part of our conversation. 888-565-1470, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM at the Brooklyn Cafe, TV, all over social media. Today was no exception. Yesterday was no exception. It starts out, Monday was about loving yourself. Every day it's about self-love, right? And self-care. Because you can't give to others if you don't give to yourself first. And what does that look like? And all these foundations with Handy. And let me tell you what happened yesterday. We left Pure Wave. You've already told the last hour how I almost wandered into the street because I was like in desperate search of food. So I walk into this amazing, I don't know, a pizza place. Yes, I was so hungry for food, I was even ready to order a pizza. I walk into Marco's Pizzeria at the Quantum Towers in Boynton Beach, right where Pure Wave is, and I see this brochure for children, drowning children, and teaching siblings how to survive, and teaching them life skills, and teaching them swimming skills. And I call back the number as I'm waiting for my sandwich to be made, and they're going to be joining us in the next week or so, and they're bringing in child safety and fences. And I said, I found your brochure, so don't ever think no one's picking up these brochures, right? Because it was one of those right places in the right time. And they said the owner of the pizza place, they lost a child to swimming,
To drowning.
to
yeah.
drowning. And
hear that all
I get
too
the chills,
often.
right? And you would
Yeah.
never think in a pizza place, right? So pick up the brochures when you're out and
Yep.
about, because everyone in our community, and we've talked about it, they're service oriented. We all have families and children and spouses and parents, and it's there for a reason, right? So just reach out. And she could not believe. She said, "Do you know, I've been on this network show and this
I've
network
seen
show
it.
and this one," and she
I've
said,
seen
and
it.
they all yelled at me. They gave her flack.
Why?
They gave her flack because if you ever saw the little girl in the yellow dress that went all over social media swimming in a yellow bathing suit, and it went viral because she kind of dropped her in the pool and then she swam, and they gave her flack because
I see what you're saying.
this is
Yeah,
her
yeah,
daughter.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
And this was her daughter that she had to learn these swimming life skills after they lost their son
Right.
at almost the age of 3. And
Right.
she said everyone came on, instead of supporting teaching swimming lessons to these kids and life skills and putting a fence around. As a layer, one system doesn't work, right? Washing is always number one.
Right.
And I said, we're not here to give you flack at all.
But why they give a flack?
Because they thought it was child abuse that they let her
Yeah.
fall in the water and swim to the edge.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
not
People that
child
are
abuse.
going to condemn this action, your child doesn't walk in to a pool.
They
Your
fall
child's
in.
going to fall in.
They
so
fall
what she's
in.
doing is showing you
Yep.
how a child suddenly falls in.
Right.
What I'm
2 million
impressed.
hits all over national,
But
went
what I'm
viral.
impressed was she didn't tell the child, okay, hold your breath. She just did it, and the child popped up and then did it. The child
Right.
knew instinctively
Right.
what to
Yes.
do.
Right.
So instead of condemning it, I applaud it. That's
So
ridiculous.
That's who sent the email, and they're going to be joining us, and she's
Good.
bringing on pool safety and
Good.
swimming. And we talked about this for 2 years. We talked about doing a swimming prevention,
Yes.
drowning prevention piece,
Here
and
it
here it comes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just about being aware of what's out in your community, right? You say all the time, messages come.
Mhm.
We just have to pay attention
Yep.
to them.
Yeah.
And you,
Absolutely.
Nadine, are a huge message, because another platform, and I have to put this together, and what made me think about it was the event they're doing for Elite Foundation is Walking in Her Shoes.
Mhm.
It is a walkathon, yes, in high
Mhm.
heels, but what it's
Yep.
like to walk in somebody else's shoes,
Yes.
to be this girl, to be this woman who is part of human trafficking. Freddie's going to be doing this with me,
Yes,
I hope,
I'm wearing
in
my
heels.
In heels?
Converse
In
sneakers
heels.
with heels.
It's about doing it in heels, to walk in her shoes. And Jen G and I and Freddie, we've talked about doing a segment about what's it like to be in the shoes, the stories from the souls, right? Stories from the souls, SOLES,
But women
a
wear
step-by-step
men's
journey.
shoes too, you know.
Yes.
Just saying.
Well, men were men's shoes, and then we had
No, they want the men to wear a heel.
for that event. But the
Scott
segment
Shabbat is going to walk with me, by the
is
way.
he? He'd love to walk with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You better keep Scott Shabbat on
Oh,
the leash.
gosh.
Is all I'm saying with all these women.
Unreal. Unreal. My friend, the guys that are willing to do this, watch out.
But you know how we talked about doing the segment on stories from the soul, SOLE, what it's like to be in someone's shoes. And we've talked about this, and then you posted something last week.
I did.
You should.
Okay.
You post, and I went, oh my gosh.
Walking in my shoes.
You said,
Yeah.
you know, don't judge me. Walk a day in my shoes.
Yeah.
And I said, and there it is again.
So tell
Yeah.
me what that was about.
If I can remember what I wrote. I write so many things sometimes. I think it was about being the mother of a disabled child and raising him, and I don't want to get emotional. But sometimes you get judged from all different other kind of ways, and they've never walked a minute in your shoes, not a minute. And
Makes you angry sometimes.
yeah, it makes you angry, but it makes you upset because people don't get it. Like, they don't get it, what it takes to take care of a kid like David in one day. You know, and my husband is amazing, and that's the other thing is, too, is that men, the dads, don't get enough
Credit.
accolades, let's just say, and credit for the things that they do. My husband is amazing. He really, really is. As much as I do is as much as he does. And I think it's, you know, we're a team, and that's rare. But yeah, you know, you got to walk a minute in somebody's shoes to understand what it is that they're doing and why they do it, you know, where they've come from and where they're going. You know,
I
so
want to
that's
ask you
really,
the term disabled.
yeah, disabled, differently
Disabled.
abled. I like the term differently abled
Well,
because
that's why I wanted
everybody's
to ask you,
differently
because
able.
the term disabled just doesn't sit right with me.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
But here you are with a child who has extensive special needs.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you, am I overly sensitive, or do you?
No, you know, sometimes I'm overly sensitive with certain words. Like, I don't like the word special because I don't feel like, I just wrote something yesterday about special.
'Cause
Special
everyone
is
is
just
special.
a word. Special is just a word. David taught me special is just a word. Because he's not special, he may be unique, but he's not special. You know what I mean? I don't.
I think
sometimes,
his uniqueness makes him special.
Right, right. And even though he's physically limited, he's not limited here. He's
Yeah, but
not
I
at
don't
all.
think special means that. I think it means, I agree with you, it means
guess,
unique, but I
yeah.
think it means something wonderful.
How is David
right.
doing?
David's doing good. We just got a new puppy.
I saw
And,
that.
Yeah.
And you did that? Why? Because your
The
plate's
puppy,
not full enough.
because, right, well,
Adding another dimension.
we had
Another
a
layer.
service dog for David, and the service dog passed on about 2 years ago, and it just didn't sit well, and the house was just so empty without
Yeah.
having this fur baby, right? So now we have this fur baby, and he's learning, and he's not going to be a service dog, but he will be a well-behaved pet. And he's learning everything to navigate with David and all of his equipment and the wheelchair and this and that. So it's really awesome, actually.
Would you want, does MDA, because David has, let's tell everyone who David is, because he's not here for everyone to see. You've
Yeah,
seen him before
sorry.
on our show. Give us
What?
a little bit of background for everyone who's listening.
With
about
David?
You and David and your family.
David has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and which is why this lovely lady is here today. She is all about MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, and I am all about the Light It Up Green for muscular dystrophy, which supports MDA. We kind of support each other in the community for those with muscular and neuromuscular diseases. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I
Kinda,
just wanted
sort of.
people to get a little bit of background. And
David
Karina
is-
says, thank
yeah.
you, Nadine and Janice. for all you do, MDA South Florida.
Yes, awesome.
And I don't think people realize the services that MDA has and they offer. And we've had, you've brought so many great people on, or you've brought people from the county that work with the kids and intervention and adaptive equipment, and that MDA has a rental program for equipment. And you know, when you need that equipment and you can't get it or you can't afford it, people don't realize there are resources. I think they think they can. I don't want anyone to suffer in silence.
The case in point is David needed a fingertip control for his wheelchair because he's no longer able, because of the muscle deterioration, he's no longer able to drive his chair in the way that he's used to, you know, over the last couple of years. Anyway, the fingertip control ends up being $5,500. It's a lot of money.
Just for the fingertip.
So we had to do a GoFundMe, and MDA has the loan closet. Sometimes they don't always have everything, but they try. They do try. They do support. But you need to speak to what MDA does. That's your job,
I don't
girl.
want to cut you off.
I don't want to cut you off either, but
we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
What is it? Tell us about MDA and what you do.
So for me, I've been at MDA going on 5 years. At MDA, we're there to help the families 100%. Whatever we can do in our power, we'll do to help them. Nadine, as she said, has been with MDA for a while, and we help her and David and her family however we can. We do have the loan closet for our families here in South Florida. We actually have two, one in Hollywood and one in Jupiter. So outside of that, we do have a resource center. So if they have any questions, they can call that number at any time, and we're able to help our families. There was an incident or a situation, or you know, the hurricanes that come in Florida, Texas, and what they did was they called all of our families in South Florida to make sure that they were okay. So that's how our resource center reaches out to our families to make sure they're good at all times, and then we have to do whatever we can to make sure that they're secure.
What's a loan closet?
So the loan closet is basically we get donations, right? So like if they need a wheelchair, a walker, anything of that nature, we're able to give it to them at no cost.
That's wonderful.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Right. We've been the recipient of a wheelchair a time or two before David got his last chair, which was a $45,000 chair. $45,000 because of all the bells and whistles that it has on it. You know, and Medicaid and whatever, if you're lucky enough to have, well, I don't even want to say lucky enough, but lucky enough to have, you know, insurance and stuff, a lot of times insurance will not cover a lot of things for the families, breathing equipment, cough assists, cough vest. Those things cost thousands of dollars. And through resources and things in the community, we try and like get that, you know.
Did you see the Super Bowl commercial? I thought of David instantly with the children playing with the adaptive gamer, right? We were here and we talked about it, and we kept saying, how does this not exist?
It does.
And it talked about creating, we talked to Gio about it, and then there was, right, it was the top #1, the best part of the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, it truly
with the kids
was.
playing,
With the kids
playing,
right? Because then you're all on equal grounds and everyone comes together. It was
It's Microsoft.
Did David get one?
Yeah, David, we tried some of the adaptive equipment, and because of his physical limitation with his hands and stuff, that wasn't an option. But there's this new one where he can use, it's like a sip and puff, where he can bite on it and use that to propel the game and do the game. We're working on getting that. Again, that's like $500. It's not cheap.
How old is David?
David just turned 25.
Yes.
Wow.
And he was diagnosed at 3.5 years old with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is one of the worst neuromuscular diseases out there, aside from ALS, if you know what Lou Gehrig's disease is. Basically, David, all of his functions, all of his physical functions are extremely limited. He can't lift his hands to scratch his nose or any of those things that you and I and we all can do. These are things that David cannot do.
Ready to go to commercial break? Yep. We come back from commercial break, more with MDA, Light It Up Green, and artists in charities hand in hand. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561 405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carbon Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're discussing Cupcakes for a Cause at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You know, it's always about food here.
It is. You know what the biggest cause is?
Can we add some coffee to it?
Sure.
Well,
Why
let's
not?
give her some coffee for Cupcakes for a Cause.
Why not?
You got it. Absolutely.
Some
I just
Brooklyn
want to
Cafe
give
coffee bags would
I
be
just
good.
want to give Divalicious Cake House a shout out because they're the ones that are actually Lisa is the owner, and she's actually the one that reached out to me after we had a party for David. We had his 25th birthday, which is really big for us. We had about 60 people at the party. It was huge. And it was great, and they made this amazing cake. It was a Godfather-themed cake. They do all kinds of cakes and cake pops and everything, so they're pretty awesome. And she contacted me and said, hey, I want to do a fundraiser, and we came up with Cupcakes for a Cause. You come, you pay your fee online, and you come and you get decorating tips, and then you go home and you get to eat your creation. So
You get to decorate cupcakes. Where is she located?
She is located on, I think it's Lake Shores Drive. It's in the Lake Worth, Boynton Beach area. Not Lake Shores.
Okay, but it's close by.
Boulevard. It's close by. It's not far from my house anyway. I live,
So we can go decorate cupcakes?
You can. You can.
Oh God.
We've talked about this for a long
Yes.
time. We were going to have cupcake decorating.
Well, it's a
battle
jumbo.
of the
Yeah,
words.
it's a jumbo cupcake, and I'm sure that Lisa would want to
A
be
jumbo-
involved.
a
It's a jumbo
jumbo.
cupcake because you can't expect somebody to spend, $20 to come
a
to
little
this thing.
cupcake.
Not
I
for a
want
little
one the
cupcake.
size of this table.
Well, that would be awesome. You
We
have
could
to
do a
talk to
cake.
Lisa about that. And
We
her
talked
Lisa
about doing
and her
cake
baker.
decorating wars, Freddie and I, and then we needed a theme and then
Yeah.
funding, and we're like, we never got to do it.
We'll
but
talk
we
to
should
Lisa
just
at
talk
the
to Lisa.
Divalicious Cake House, and I'm sure she will.
Cake Wars.
Will kind of work with you on that. She's pretty awesome.
I kind of like.
I mean,
Cake
Cake Wars versus Cupcake Wars.
Exactly.
Cupcake Wars.
Exactly.
We decorate
Exactly.
the cupcake. You guys in? I know
Yeah.
Teddy and Dylan are always in. Dylan,
Yeah.
in for cupcake decorating?
Yeah, we had you at Cupcake, right?
Dylan likes cupcakes.
Absolutely. Well, the premise was Cupcakes for a Cause with 100% of the proceeds goes back to MDA through the Light It Up Green campaign.
Is there a day or is it an
Yeah,
open
it's
venue?
this Sunday, actually. It's this Sunday from 11 to 1. And you can go on the Facebook page and you can look it up under events. And it's Cupcakes for a Cause. And it's happening this Sunday from 11 to 1.
And the other thing we found out for Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice, because we're having MDA as one of the foundations. It does not have to be a 501c3.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
it can also go. But what do you do with your funds? Do you?
Well, all of my funds, everything like we're raising through you guys, all the money will go to MDA anyway.
Okay.
It goes through my page and it goes through. Basically, if I hand the check over to them, they put it under my thing, and Light It Up Green gets credit for it.
Light It Up
basically.
Green and MDA are two of the foundations
Yep.
and organizations we are also
Mhm.
working with for Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is go to the Group Maddox link and we will repost it, purchase your tickets, and type in Light It Up Green or MDA or Handy.
Yeah,
or
it'll ask you
our
under
list.
there. It'll ask you under there which charity or which whatever do you want
Easy,
the proceeds
right?
to go to. It's real easy. We bought out 3 tickets, so it's done. Whose thing is going off?
The Panthers were amazing, right? I spoke to Nadine on Saturday.
They are.
She said, "Where are the ADA seats?" I called Derek. He said, "Where do they want them? What venue?" They were up by Monday and purchased and
And
done.
like in a matter
done?
of, yeah, we're done. We got the tickets.
She got the
we got all
tickets.
3
So they'll
tickets.
be joining us.
Very nice.
David has a couple of his friends that are gonna come and us, and yeah, it should be a really good time. I'm hoping
Are you
everybody
gonna be
comes
hanging
in.
out with us, and we're going to be doing a show down there.
We
right
will.
now? It's gonna be,
We will be hanging out with you. Yeah.
It'll be great. We
It'll
also
be
have
fun.
Amy Rashevsky and Ingrid
Yep.
Robinson with us. We're talking about artists and charities. That's a mouthful, hand in hand.
Artists and charity?
Artists.
Artists and charities,
Artists
hand
and
in hand.
charities, hand in hand. Were you ever like a speech pathologist?
Like what? I'm sorry.
A speech pathologist? 'Cause
No.
that is a tongue twister. Artists and charities hand in hand, and you work with Amy, and Amy has been singing your praises. She goes, "Do you know Ingrid Robinson? You have to look up Ingrid because she is just phenomenal and amazing in the artist community and what
Amy
you
lies
do."
a lot. I mean, we gotta straighten that out.
No, I
Amy
don't.
lies a lot.
We should actually have Amy around the branding table that she created.
Yes, I was going to touch on that, but I wanted to see where this is going to go. And we have used the branding table behind you, and we have brought in restaurants, and we're going to maybe line up 14 to 15 with the concept. There's a couple of pieces that we had to put in play, like where it's going to be seated and everything else, but that table actually interviewed a couple of people already, a couple of restaurant people.
Awesome.
And it's a nice add-on. We're going to be going to restaurants and putting the table, the Brooklyn Cafe, in the table. If you're lucky enough to sit at this table and have dinner, you will get a cup of coffee on us.
Tell us
sounds
about
wonderful.
Artists and charities hand in hand.
Okay, Artists and Charities Hand in Hand started about a year ago. I moved from California to Florida, and I had a daughter, my only child, who died. And basically, I died in the process. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life at all. And I started painting about a year ago. And I don't know why, I just started to paint. And I was trying to think of a way of kind of giving back to society, giving back to the world. I mean, my daughter's death was devastating, to say the least. And I wanted to show my art. And I paint paintings that are somewhat whimsical, but they make people happy. And I didn't have a venue for it. And I started thinking, where could I go with my art to show my art? And I thought of, well, why not go to a charity that needs money? You know, it's another way of increasing donations. It's a little bit more creative than having a walk or a gala dinner. And people can interact, and they can interact with the art, and they can interact with the artist, and they can interact with their emotions. And I just thought, this is what I want to do. So I found some charities that wanted us to do a fundraising event. We were lucky enough to find some really spectacular venues. Some of them have donated their facility so that we could have a show. And through Amy's help, we have about 35 to 40 award-winning artists from South Florida. And I have to tell you, I am so proud and honored that they're even attending our shows. And what we do is we've selected a charity. 20% of all of our sales goes directly to the charity. We'll charge a nominal, in this particular event, which is for the Peggy Adams Animal Rescue League. We are charging a $10 donation as they walk in, but we're sponsored by Pet Supermarket and Century Risk Advisors and Peggy Adams, and they're giving out gift bags that are valued at more than $10. All that money is going to go to the Peggy Adams Rescue Animal League.
I mean, you just started painting a year ago.
About a year and a half ago.
What did you do before you painted?
If I tell you, you're not going to believe it. I was a legal investigator. I put 9 people in jail, 2 for life. I was literally a nobody in San Anselmo, California, and it took me 10 years, but our fraud was actually bigger than Madoff. And
bigger than Madoff?
It was bigger than Madoff, but it was kept quiet because, interestingly enough, the Department of Justice, the same office that was investigating Madoff, was also investigating the fraud that I had uncovered. But they knew about Madoff way before he got caught. We were voiceless Americans. We were middle class. We had nobody famous, but we had about 50,000 victims in the U.S. alone.
Wow.
This fraud was going on for 20 years, and it was undermining the infrastructure of the country. Well, I was a victim of this fraud, and I had tried to create something in real estate as a legacy for my daughter. So, you know that expression, you don't want to mess with a mother on a mission?
Yep.
They messed with the wrong mother on
Absolutely.
a mission. So it took about 10 years, but actually the feds stepped in, and 2 of the men are in jail for life. The others all went to jail for a certain amount of time. We never got a nickel back. No one got a penny back. But what we got was justice. And what we learned, or what I learned, is that there are good people that do care about us and the country. And I think that that's what led me to saying, I need to help give back. I need to help charities. I need to help people that need to be helped. And I walked into it. I mean, I came from a, I would say, privileged background. I earned my own money. I was always very successful. But when Michelle died, I died. And I had to find a reason to survive. And I didn't want to become a bitter, angry mother. And that's why I so admire, I don't know,
Nadine.
Nadine for her work. I mean, 25
you.
years of
Thank
taking
you.
care of somebody who is disabled or
differently able.
Differently abled.
It's okay.
I couldn't do it. I know
It's
I couldn't
remarkable.
do it.
And then we
Well,
had
you're
on
stronger
Nicole.
than you think you are.
Well, we had Nicole
You really
on
are.
from the Center
Thank
for
you, Nadine.
Hope Center for Autism, right? And they have a group on Facebook called Moms on a Mission.
Yeah.
I don't know how this keeps happening, but somehow it just
But
happens
you know, it's
here.
true. It really is true. Because what makes us different, moms on a mission,
And
is we're-
dads, right? We can't exclude those
there's
dads.
there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
We are relentless. After you've lost everything, and when you lose a child, you have lost everything.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
you just
care.
you discover how resourceful you really can be.
No, it's
and
because
how much
you don't
strength.
care. You
Exactly.
don't care about anything because your priorities have changed.
Yeah.
Nothing means anything to you because your heart is broken. It's
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
empty. So if I can give back to charities, what greater gift can I leave my daughter as a legacy? And truthfully, I am so honored that Peggy Adams has allowed us to support them with this fundraising. If it weren't for my 2 dogs, let me tell you, I don't know if I'd be here today.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they're princes, but they're my boys. You know, they're my little babies, and I love them. And to be able to help people show their love and their caring, and what better way than, listen, everybody loves their pets.
Amy, how did you get involved with artists and charities?
Oh, I'm trying to remember now. It's been so long.
How long have you been
I
around?
called you. Hello.
Yes.
How long
Yes.
have you been
And how
around?
do you know Ingrid?
Through Ricky Leiter,
Okay.
and she recommended me, and we've been like Mutt and Jeff since, and we're building this.
Who's Mutt and who's Jeff?
I'm not telling you.
Yeah,
But-
it kind of gets confusing, right?
Yeah, no, but we've been building a really very cool artists and charities group, and we have a lot of things planned, so we're real excited. And I guess Ingrid will tell you about our big event coming up the end of March.
That's with Peggy Adams. And are
Right.
you
And
one of
Pet
the artists?
Supermarket, yes, I'm one of the artists. And it's March 31st, but you go ahead and tell them more about it.
Actually, there are several artists from here, the Heart of Del Rey, that are participating in the show. And What does that mean?
It means keep going.
Okay. They are participating in the show. Their work is beautiful. We're not just taking any artist. We really want artists that are unique and different. And as I said, a lot of these are award-winning. Some are internationally known, but they all care.
Right.
And their work reflects.
Yeah, but
how
that's
much
the
they
bottom
care.
line. It's coming from your heart. And the
That's
bigger
exactly
that you
right.
see, the more that you guys do, the bigger it's going to grow. Like I've seen with Light It Up Green, because green is the heart chakra.
Yeah.
And that's what you find here at the Heart of Delray Gallery.
Yeah.
We have so many artists, and they donated so many amazing pieces for Flying for Hope for the gala that was Saturday night. And Susan was here. I guess you had a chance to speak with her. And Jay Harmon donated a piece, and Rocco
Jay's
donated.
work is to die for.
Right, we have a piece that Jay created for us here, and so many artists. And I want you to come down and see the amazing gallery, because next Friday, March 1st, is Art Walk at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. We're going to be here. The artists are going to be here, but coming down and watch how much they give back and much of their time.
I want to use that date. I
you
want
wanna
to do
use it for?
something different.
Okay.
Maybe if you have registered already for the Brooklyn Cafe Ice, come on down on that day, and let's have a powwow, or let's have a show, or let's do something.
Okay.
I mean, if whatever number, if there's 10 organizations, 20, let them all come.
At night or during the day?
At night, during the day, the whole day.
come? Okay.
The whole day. Just come on down, and we will figure out something to do. Because in my world, things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I lost my brother about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, me and him, we had a real strange relationship. But when I saw what it did to my parents,
That's right.
I knew that the tide had changed, and I had to change. So this is for a reason. We've done all week this whole thing, you know, and I've met people like you all week. And I think that this, you know, Heart of Delray has been very gracious to us. They've been the best. And they've opened it up for us to do what we do. So maybe we use the Heart that night, and we bring them. Bring on everybody who's watching, who has registered. I want you to come on down. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it'll come to me.
But you know what?
It'll come to me.
You're
but everything happens
You're
for a
giving,
reason.
and every single artist is giving. They're giving a little part of their soul. They're giving a little part of their heart. And for me, my avenue was, I was lucky. I was so lucky to find charities that want us. And not only are we giving, the donors to these charities are excited. Because instead of having, you know, have a charity and we're begging for money and whatever, at least they can see something and they can say, hey, I got it at this event. This artist just made me feel good. And a percentage of whatever they purchase goes to support the charity. So you feel good.
People love their pets. Oh my gosh. Right?
And
And
you
Jay
know-
Harmon does the pet pictures, and Jamie
I gotta
lost her
tell
dog.
you, Amy, of all the artists in here, and maybe a close second would be Bonnie.
Bonnie?
Oh,
But
Bonnie-
Amy and Bonnie
Bonnie
have
Perlman are
always been
phenomenal.
They've
Yeah.
always been like you know.
Mutt and Jeff.
I didn't say.
I don't even know who Mutt and Jeff are. So
I didn't say that, but you know, and one of the
Who are Mutt
things,
and Jeff?
one of the things with Amy is we talked about this table deal, and she painted it, and anything that she puts her mind to it,
Oh, it's beautiful.
does not get finished until she says, "I'm done." And she never likes what she does, but what she does always has to be improved, which is okay. But this is one of the few people in this place, of all the 86 people in here, who when she says she's going to do something, she does it.
She does
Well,
it.
it's all the
And I have
follow-through.
to tell you, I enjoy my partnership, friendship with Amy immensely, because really I was a one-man band. I mean, I came from nowhere. I knew no one. But Amy saw something, she heard something, and she loved the concept. And she was the one that helped introduce me, as well as Ricky Leiter from the Ricky Report, to so many different artists. And I have to tell you, I have fallen in love with the art community in South Florida. The nicest, kindest, caring people.
They are.
we had Peggy Adams
we
on
got
here
very lucky.
about a year ago
Yeah.
when Dawn DeMarco gave some of her
She
Sparkle
gave
of Life
out money
funds.
on the air.
So that was
Peggy
about
Adams.
last
I
March.
have to tell you, I didn't even know. I've never even heard of Peggy Adams. I mean, I'm from California. What do we know?
Hold that thought. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, more with Foundation Friday, Light It Up Green, Muscular Dystrophy Association, and Artists in Charities, hand in hand. Aren't you glad you didn't have to say that 3 times fast?
I just said we'll be right back.
888-565-1470. We'll be right back.
Mhm.
That's what I was.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
Are you ready to fall in love with yourself? Own your gifts and step right into your power. Well, you've come to the right place. FeelGoodExpress.com. I'm Dee Dee Lyons, and I'm founder of my Feel Good Express lifestyle program. It's so easy peasy. I empower you with heart-centered tips and tools that you'll have to practice every day. The mantra will be, believe it before you see it. I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. So follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and at my website, feelgoodexpress.com.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV on a Foundation Friday. Wow, you know, the day starts off in the week and we have a full audience, and then as the day goes by, a little dwindles off. I think everyone's ready for happy hour. I think I'm ready for happy hour. Where's Jen G when I need her? Where's my drinking game friend?
You guys drank a lot of tequila that day, huh?
No.
And they had raspberry.
I drink one, I'll fall down.
We've got some strawberry over there left over from Valentine's Day, because you know what happens? When Freddie's away, the girls will play. Yeah, so when Freddie's out for the day, we have to find a way to keep ourselves amused. So you weren't here, so we keep finding another way to stay amused. Freddie has never partied to our fun over here with the girls' day. So you never know what's going to happen. You know, yesterday when I told Alex that we were having Foundation Friday, he says, oh, foundation, like makeup? I said, no, like real foundations.
wow.
Makeup Wednesday is next week, so stay tuned because we have a new organic line of makeup joining our set next Wednesday.
I don't have to be
Luca
here
Cosmetics.
Wednesday.
Yes, you do.
Why? It's female cosmetics. I'm not one.
You should have somebody come on live and have their makeup done, like right
We've
there.
done
Would you
that.
like to be? Would you like to volunteer? Because
I would
we're
love to
actually
volunteer
looking-
if I can work my schedule
Work
around
your
it. I'll
schedule,
do it.
Come on Wednesday. We've got a line of organic.
What time?
Makeup. She's done from. I'll check for you. Somewhere
Okay.
between 12 and 2.
Okay.
From celebrities, moms to celebrities, a full organic line, and she is local in South Florida, and I'm looking forward to having her on.
We actually had 6 makeup artists come on and try a line at the time. It was Crunchy.
Yes,
It was
I
new.
remember that.
And everybody, and they brought in models, they brought in regular people from
off
the
the
gallery
street.
came
Yeah,
in.
you can bring
and
somebody
they,
in
and they dialed them up. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Well, wait, till you see this line. I haven't
Well, the
seen it
before
yet.
and
but-
after, you know, if you're daring enough to be completely without makeup, which I have
I'm
times,
not, which is why we always looking for somebody else to come
I'm in
in.
worse shape than you. My contact lenses were lost, and I had to get new ones. So I'm walking around with these glasses.
Yeah.
So you better believe
Yeah.
I'm really upset.
When is your contacts coming?
Hopefully next week.
I like your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only 3 inches thick, but we won't tell anyone.
Hey,
You
listen,
know what? It's all
it is
good.
what
You're
it is.
confident enough to be here, and Amy truly is one of our angels at the heart of Delray Gallery, and she made us an amazing table. We call it our branding table, and it says the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Our logo was on it, and when you were painting it, Freddie and I went back there, and he goes, "Oh, it's wet." And how do you know? Because his fingers were green and blue. She's not even like she labeled it wet paint. She said, "Why were you touching underneath the table?"
It
But it
says
was just,
wet paint.
It didn't.
Did they say wet paint?
No, it did not
Did
say
not
wet
say
paint.
wet paint.
And Amy was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll fix it. It's no problem."
She smeared a little more paint on it.
But it's another segment that we're working. We've got a lot of ideas just coming to fruition, and we just need more hands on deck because we need the hands to create all these ideas we have in our hand, like walking in her shoes. And
Yes.
I want to put a vignette together about you and what it's like, a day in the life of Nadine.
And with David, yeah. I mean,
And David
I
too,
think
right?
that putting that out there and letting people see what happens in the day to day, because you know you see a family and they look all put together, but you didn't see the 4 hours prior that it
Right.
took to get ready to get out the door to
Let's
go
get closer to the mic.
to do. I'm sorry,
Right.
to do what we do, to go to an event. How many hours it takes to get David ready, and the breathing treatments and the machine and the dressing him and feeding him and bathing him, just all these different things
And I
that
want to
go
ask
into
you,
it.
how many landmarks do you now have lit up for Lighted Up Green?
Lighted Up Green is getting ready to light on August 7th. Some of the landmarks will light either prior to or even in the month of. There's a lot.
When
It's
do you
a
start
lot.
the Light Up Green?
The lighting process starts. We hit the ground running January of that year. So we
So
hit
it's
the
already
ground running
started?
January 2019. Tina DiGregorio, got to give you a shout out. I don't know if you're watching, but she's like my right hand. She's the person that sends out the Lighted Up Green, the lighting request letter to all the landmarks. We are international. We have morphed. If I say 300 landmarks, that probably doesn't even do it justice. There's almost every single state in the United States. We've spanned across Canada, and we are into the UK and Ireland and Australia.
We lit our set for the month of August.
And you lit your set
Teddy,
up.
it's
And
in
you're
our
on the
seasonal
list.
bag back there. It's the green light that you
There's
wonder
a
what
green
it's
light.
for.
But
That's
we
why.
have a green light. Now I'm
yeah.
gonna ask Amy. Amy, we have the Brooklyn we have the Brooklyn Bridge
Which I
behind
love,
us.
by the way.
Thank you.
And what I want to do is I want to come up with a concept of maybe having that green light somewhere
on
the
spire.
piece.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Maybe we
on
can
the
light up
spire.
the Empire, the whole bridge
you
in
have
green.
the Empire State Building on here.
Well, we
anywhere,
would
which
have
I
to
don't,
figure out how to do it, but I
got the
think
Statue
it would
of
be
Light the lights.
Have you seen the Statue of Liberty? It's got Freddie's hat on it.
Right.
See the top, Nadine? It's got
see it.
Freddie's hat. And at
I
the
saw
top
that.
of the Empire State Building is King Kong holding me.
Exactly. There you go.
That was by Ned Moulton, and that was her
that
first tribute
was
to us.
actually a trivia question.
The thing
Where is
with,
King Kong?
not to interrupt you, but the thing with Light Up Green is we're not lighting just buildings, we're lighting bridges as well.
No, I
So we
I
have
know.
bridges. You name it, we pretty
We
much
should
have
light the
it.
Brooklyn Bridge. Can't you make a phone call, Freddie? Where's your phone?
Maybe we get a green
We have
light
a
on it.
bridge actually in New York, and New York is getting ready to make all of their bridges LED capable. If it is LED capable, then
You
they
can change the
can
color.
light it.
Wow.
They can change the color, and it's really simple. But the point is, if you don't ask, you don't get.
That's right.
So And the more lights that I light, the more things, the more landmarks that we get, is the more I want to do.
Nadine, you're asking the universe, and that's why the universe is responding, and it is the
We
universe.
put a light underneath and light it up green.
Yeah, I
that
think
gives
it's
me
fabulous.
an idea.
I think it's fabulous.
Talk to Dan.
And what's happening with MDA? You have events
Lots.
or fundraisers? What's going on with
There's a lot going on with MDA for 2019 in South Florida. She reminded me of an event we just started. It's called Show Off Your Socks. When you said walk in your shoes.
Of course, show off your socks.
Show off your socks.
Really?
So,
Show off your socks.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, some of the neuromuscular disease doesn't allow, the families and the children to wear shoes.
Yep.
So they normally wear socks.
Yes. Wow.
So it's all about showing awareness, of why they're wearing the socks. And so we have partnered with AU, which is Atlantis University in Miami. They're going to kick it off for us in South Florida. Puerto Rico actually just had theirs February 15th. So that's something we're working on to have it all across South Florida in the universities.
What does that entail?
System, as far as
what do they need to do? Get involved?
So basically, what it is to get involved, I will meet with them. I can show them all the info that we have right now concerning the event. So basically, say like the faculty or the staff of the school will donate $5, and the children will donate $1, and then they'll pick a day that they'll actually wear their socks.
All kinds of crazy socks.
Exactly.
Well, the whole thing behind it is because when the muscles start to atrophy, yeah, I couldn't even think of the word. When the muscles start to atrophy, what it does is it'll pull the hands in, it'll pull the feet in. Now, David had surgery about 11 years ago, and they straightened that out because for like 3 years he wasn't able to wear shoes because his muscles had turned his feet so bad that I could not put shoes on him.
What socks you have on, Freddie?
No, I don't have.
You can wear crazy socks.
Yeah,
crazy socks are really cool.
I have
like
crazy
sock
socks at
day,
home.
Freddie.
Yeah, I have crazy socks. I got socks with bells. I got socks that will light up.
We should do some crazy sock day here. We should do it. There's so many things to do. All I can say is sometimes I get overwhelmed by the amount of kindness and charities and foundations that we have in our community. There are so many things that I wish we could cover absolutely all of them. We just need more hands to get there.
Yes.
Because right there, there you go, hand in hand, 100%.
That's right.
There are so many resources. We had Handy on our 12 o'clock hour, and they work with abused, neglected, and disadvantaged youth. And Rashawn was on and
Which is
talked
important.
about going through the program. And we talked about it yesterday. And we don't talk politics.
No.
But even people running for sheriff of Palm Beach County, right? If we can get our youth engaged and we get the at-risk youth engaged and off the streets, and hopefully that we don't have as many crimes being perpetrated. And
Well, it's very
there's so many things that I could wish, and a greater wish list, right? So many things to help, but really it always comes back to our kids.
And it's very important because as adults and everything that we're all doing here and you all do, it brings the community together and it makes it better for everyone. The
Yes,
more
it
we
does.
work together,
Yeah, it
the
really
better.
does.
And it really is important.
The event.
The event. Ingrid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
March 31st?
Sunday, March 31st from 10 to 5 at the Lighthouse Post Yacht Club.
Lighthouse Point.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Lighthouse
I can't even
Point
read my
Yacht
own
Club.
handwriting.
Go ahead.
Lighthouse Point Yacht Club. It's south of Boca, 2701 Northeast 42nd Street. Lighthouse Point, Florida, 33064.
And people can find you at Artists and Charities Hand in Hand?
No, people can find me at artistsandcharities.com, or they can call. I don't know if I can.
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
Even though it's a California area code, it's Delray Beach. It's 415-419-4292.
You can always ask us so we can get you in contact with Ingrid or with Amy. And for MDA and Light It Up Green Ladies?
Again, my name is Janice Washington. You can reach me at 561-742-3748. My email is jwashington@mdausa.org.
And Cupcakes for a Cause is Sunday.
It's
And
Sunday,
and to find
11 to
you,
1.
Light It Up Green.
You can find it on our page at Light It Up Green for MD. You can also visit the website, which is lightitupgreen, the number 4md.com, like you guys just put up. You can reach me via phone. It's 561-704-3004.
And to meet all of these amazing foundations and women and men that are working in our community and your community, join us at the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice, March 23rd. Panthers
join
play
us.
the Boston Bruins. It is a real hockey game. Buy your tickets on
gonna be
Grammatic's
awesome.
link. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place. Lots of information.
And don't be late.
Be kind to each other.
You see, she never finished.
Bye-bye.
Pure Wave. Supercharge your cells. Energize your body with Pure Wave therapy. Internationally patented, Pure Wave technology helps eliminate radiation from modern electronic devices, which can cause chronic disease. Pure Wave technology strengthens the immune system and metabolism while activating hormone production. PureWaveNow.com, 561-965-7777. Are you ready for improved cell regeneration, less discomfort, a longer, healthier, vital life? Contact PureWaveNow.com for your consultation. Non-invasive technology promotes relaxation, a better quality of life, and a more energy. Call PureWave Now at 561-965-7777. PureWaveNow.com.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
It takes a whole lot